Hello, Dr. Melissa Tranquille here, Director and Founder of MT Training Enterprises Limited. Welcome to List Building Training Part 3. And Part 3 is entitled The Relationship. So in Part 1, we covered setting goals. If you missed Part 1, please do check out that video because we addressed some key essential points that are necessary before you even get to this third part, to this step. So in Part 1, in a nutshell, I won't be expounding, but in Part 1, we talked about the importance of list building, why you need to grow your list, why it's important to get clarity on your offer, why it's important to know who your ideal client is, and coming out of that ideal client's avatar exercise, you're identifying that your ideal client's biggest pain point, and of course, what that biggest pain point is, what that problem or struggle is the thing that your amazing giveaway is going to respond to. So there's your ideal client's biggest problem. There is your solution, how you're going to solve that problem. And that's what your amazing giveaway is responding to. That's how you get all this alignment. And then in Part 1, we concluded by setting a plan of how many subscribers you want to grow your list by in 90 days. Then in Part 2, we talked about your amazing giveaway. And in a nutshell, Part 2 focused on the importance of creating a giveaway that wows your subscriber, because it's your first interaction, where it's your potential customers' first interaction with you. It's like going on a date and it's the first time you've met this potential partner, potential husband or wife to be. And we all want to put our best foot forward and wow them, don't we? We want to create a great first impression. So it's the same thing. You want to create a great first impression. So you want to ensure that your giveaway is an amazing giveaway that provides great value. So think of how you can tweak if you have an existing giveaway, or how you can create your giveaway in such a way that it is irresistible. And that's what we covered in Part 2. In Part 3, we're going to talk about the relationship. So now that your giveaway is ready, the first thing you need to do is identify different ways to grow your list. So get really laser focused for the next 90 days. I did share in one of my previous emails, even with my Facebook group, and in Part 1, I believe, how I grew my list of subscribers to almost 1,000 in 60 days. So get really, really laser focused by an additional 1,000. Get really, really laser focused on how or on growing your list and how you're going to do so. So you could make a list of all the different ways that you can grow your list, whether it's virtual summits, whether it is blog posts, whether it is guest blogging, whether it is a challenge, whether it is a workshop, whether it is a giveaway, a bundle event. Try to identify, go do some research on the internet, all the different ways that you can grow your list. And then I want you to choose 3 or 4 that you're going to engage in for the next 90 days and get really laser focused to reach the target that you set in List Building Training Part 1. So identify 3 or 4. So for instance, in Part 1, you would have set a goal of, let's just say 500. You want to grow your list by an additional 500 in 90 days. So then you need to identify how you're going to do so. If you have a website already, and this is something that I plan to do with my own website, I just hadn't yet gotten the time to do it. But I started, but it's something I want to do and complete. Go and revisit all those blog posts and place an opt-in at the end of every blog post. That's one way, right? You create an opt-in at the end of every blog post. Number 2, your ideal client's biggest pain point. Yes, you have that amazing giveaway, fine, but we're talking about growing your list. Can you also run a challenge on your ideal client's biggest pain point? So that amazing giveaway is something you're going to put on your website, something you can ask if you have any colleagues that you could ask to email the list for you. That's something you can give to them. But your ideal client's biggest pain point, someone is at the door, so that just stumped me a moment. Your ideal client's biggest pain point, can you design a challenge, a Facebook challenge to respond to that? and have that challenge ready in 60 days? Can you join a bundle giveaway? So go out there, get out there and get really laser focused. And you are going to find different ways that you can grow your list of subscribers by to attain that goal, or at least almost attain the goal that you have set. That's the first thing. And then get it into action. Act every day. Now, say for instance, I grew for my Facebook challenge, I got 54 persons sign up. Only 12 of those were from ads because I was testing Facebook ads. Because the thing is, I tried running Facebook ads previously, like 2 years ago, and for a webinar, and then Facebook took 20 pounds and I didn't get a single lead, so I had to turn off the ad. So this time I wanted to just test it to see if it would convert. And it did convert. It was working. I just turned it off because it was quite expensive. So I turned it off, but I was happy that it was working. It was converting. And that was because I took the time to identify who my ID client is, what the biggest pain point is, and the content from that exercise. I took it and tailored it into my ad. And of course, carefully identified my targeting options. So hence the reason why it's very important to go through that ideal client exercise, because you will need that information to put in your ad. But the rest, I got organically. I think I asked one person to email their list. I got 5 subscribers from them, but I posted like 4 or 5 times a day about my challenge on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, 4 or 5 times a day. I'm telling you, but it worked. Every day I got at least 2 or 3 signups. It worked. So hence I'm saying to you, get laser focused, get aggressive about it and go after it and do it. Now the relationship. Now you've done that. You have a list of 250 subscribers. What next? Do you just leave them there hanging? Because these are people who saw value in what you had to offer. So they downloaded that free resource or whatever it is you had to offer. Now they want to know more about you. Now you want them to know more about you and how you can help people. So the next logical thing that you need to do is to set up an email campaign. That's the next logical thing that you need to do. Set up an email campaign where it takes your subscribers from that very moment that they join the list through a series of emails, maybe every day for the next 7 days, and then you could do every 2 days or whatever, it's up to you. But my point is, build a relationship with those subscribers. That's my point. So you take them through that email campaign. And even when that email campaign has ended, continue to email your subscribers weekly, whether it's twice a week, whether it's 3 times a week. There are people who mail their list every day. It's your choice, but continue to mail your subscribers weekly to build that relationship. Now, why is that important? Because if you don't email them weekly, you will become a stranger to them. There's no relationship. So hence, you need to continue to email those subscribers on a weekly basis, because according to Sally Hoghead, I hope I got her name right. Let me make sure, because I wouldn't want to say it incorrectly. But it's Sally, yes, Sally Hoghead. She had research dating back to 1876 known as the exposure effect. And according to her, what it's all about is that your subscribers will feel a great sense of familiarity and growing trust in you and your brand, the more that you interact and relate with them. So the exposure effect is what you're putting into action here when you keep emailing those subscribers and giving them great value. Giving them great value. So the more you interact with them, the more you write them, the more they read about you, what you have to offer, or read about what you're doing, or you imparting educational information, something that can help them in their business or in their life, whatever it is that you do, but you're providing great value. The more that you continue to do so, it builds that trust, and it is the exposure effect at work. So tell me, what are you doing right now to build that relationship with your list of subscribers? I sent out an email yesterday and I got 3 persons, and I only sent it to one part of my list. So that was like, I think 1,500 persons I emailed. And 3 persons responded, but even though 3 persons responded, it was great to get the feedback from those 3 persons. They responded by saying, that was such a great email, so much excellent value. So what I did is, and sometimes you have to be creative, I decided to just go through all those different trainings I have and select different topics. So something on coaching, something on mindset, something on, on all different areas, but it brings them great value. So whoever is receiving it, if they're not interested in coaching, they might watch my video on mindset. They might watch my video on how to stop worrying. They might watch my video on entrepreneurship. They might watch my video, on something else. But I gave them about 10, I think. I'm not too sure, but it was quite a bit, that they had access to. The point is, I'm giving them value. That's the point. I want them to listen to my videos. I want them to watch my videos. I want them to know about what I do. I want them to get value from it. I want them to get great energy from it and take something away from it that can change their life. That's what I want. So what are you doing to build that relationship with your list? I want to conclude this training by saying to you that you need to start building your list now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Go to list building training part 1, follow the steps, set your action plan, work on your amazing giveaway, and start to take action to grow your list. Whether it's by 200, whether it's by 3, it doesn't matter. It's a figure that challenges you because you know your situation. If you struggle to get 10 people, then I think 250 is a great figure, right? What works for you, and ensure that once those subscribers get onto your list, even for those that you already have right now, recommence that relationship that you have with them. Write to them, get back in touch with them, find out how you can help them, and build on that relationship and put the exposure effect, according to Sally Hoghead, at work. Now, if you got great value from this video, please do like it, share it with someone who can benefit as well. And if you have not yet already done so, do subscribe to our videos. Subscribe to our videos. And also, I would like to say, if you want to know more about me, head over to my website, www.mttrainingenterpriseslimited.com. Thank you.